Hi guys, happy Wednesday. This is kind of a two-part video. I wanted just to continue on a little bit, and I wanted to speak specifically to the girls about that whole concept of asking permission and judgment and self-esteem, right? I have taken this journey for a while. I remember when I turned 30, I felt so much more comfortable in my skin than I ever had. And as I've aged, the more comfortable I become with me, right? And like, I love me, and I'm not gonna apologize for being who I am. I've walked a lot of different paths, like I've mentioned in a video, and a lot of hard roads that have refined me and changed me to help me evolve into the person I am today. And I continue to allow things to evolve and change me, but I'm proud of who I am now, and I'm proud of the woman I've become. I know it's hard for us, right? Because there's just so many things out there that want us to be certain ways and act a certain way and do certain jobs and look a certain way. And I just never have been one to pay much attention to those things. Again, my thing has always been about, if you pay my bills, you've got my attention. If you don't pay my bills, you've probably not got my attention, right? So there's this, at 38, right, there's this whole like mom culture, and not trying to be offensive to moms. I'm not attacking moms, like I'm just not one of them. This mom culture, like it has its own like lingo and has its own rite of passage, and like there's just this whole energy around when you get a bunch of moms together, right? And like, as a woman that's never had children, I don't fit into it, right? Like, you can tell, like, I'm always the girl in the group of moms that doesn't have a kid. And probably in my early 30s, when I was struggling with fertility and going to a fertility doctor, I really felt bad for that, and I was always uncomfortable around them. And then I would make myself feel bad because I wasn't able to have kids. And for women, that's kind of our rite of passage, right? Like, you become a woman when you have a kiddo. Men, they become a man when, I don't know, they have some rite of passage thing they do. I'm not one of them. But I struggled with that, like, my early 30s. Like, like, I don't know why I don't fit in with these girls. I feel so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know why I can't have children like they do, right? So I had a little bit of feeling sorry for myself, and then I just, like, I don't know, I hit 35, got a divorce, and I was like, I'm fine with not having a kid. That's just it's not in the cards for me, and it's not something that my whole life has been revolved around, is having children. So it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm okay that I won't have kids, and that I'm not able to have kids, and I'm not going to apologize for that or feel bad for myself, and I don't think anybody's asking me to. I think I was making myself feel bad. But it's interesting. It's interesting being around moms and that whole culture, and like, I hate going to baby showers. Hate them. They're so uncomfortable, and I have nothing to talk about or share, right? Like, I'm an aunt, and I love being an aunt. My niece is the most perfect little girl in the world. Like, I'm extremely biased, and I'm extremely protective. If I could adopt that kid, I would. Like, she is my girl. And I'm very grateful that I get to be a part of her life and part of her becoming her, right? Like, I feel like I have things to offer her and wisdom to offer her, and I'm grateful that I have this little person to pour into, even if I don't have my own ones. And it's just a great place for me to be, to finally be like, you know what, like, I have her to pour into. I have lots of other women and girls that I have an opportunity to pour into and help them change their lives and become the best version of them, and become these empowered, strong women that don't make excuses, and they ask for what they want, and they go for what they want, and they just kick butt and take names, right? Like, I'm never ever about putting someone else down to get me up, right? Like, I'm not gonna jump on board with all this man-hating stuff and men this, men that. Like, nope. Like, I have some fantastic men in my life that love me and support me. And I've had some really shitty men in my life that have abused me in every way you can imagine. And you know what? I don't blame men for that. Those guys were just fucking assholes. That's it. Like, that's who they are as people. Good riddance to them. Let them go do their thing. But I'm not going to hate other men for that, because I have a fantastic dad and I have a great partner in life right now. But I also believe, like, if I want what I want, like, there's no one holding me back but me. I'm going to go get it, right? And I'm not less of a woman because I don't have children. I don't have a lesser quality life because I don't have kids, right? Like, I have a great life, and I'm going to have a great life, and I have a great niece that I love and adore. I think there's some women out there that really want to be a mommy, and they can't, because 1 in 10 women struggle with infertility, and they want to adopt, or they want to foster children, or they want to go through in vitro, and I totally support them. That's their thing. That's what they want to do. That's just not who I was or am, and that was not something I was interested in doing, right? I just came to a place where it's like, okay, these ovaries aren't going to do it. I'm okay with that. I'm still a woman, and I'm still going to make a difference in life, and I think that we should love and support each other in that, and especially women, you know, especially you girls out there that are like me, that just couldn't get those ovaries to work for whatever reason, right? And don't have kids. Like, you're not less of a woman. You're just as much of a woman as any of these other women that have had babies, right? Like, this doesn't define us as women. So, if you want one, go do the things you need to do to get one. If you are okay with not having them, go choose the life and create the life that you want, and don't have any regrets, right? Like, again, 1 in 10 of us struggle with infertility. My mom, she took 10 years to get pregnant with me because she had endometriosis. She had to have laparoscopic surgery to get pregnant with me, which is pretty awesome, right? Like, I was the sperm that finally made it through all that to the egg, made it through the egg, and made it. That's pretty awesome, I feel like. Like, my DNA from the time I was a sperm was just meant to be kick-ass. But then she had to 2 years later go back and have laparoscopic surgery for endometriosis to have my brother, which means something. Like, this lady really wanted us. She spent 10 to 14 years waiting on us and going through surgeries to have us, and that's awesome. And I'm forever grateful for that, because I'm here today. But I just think it's something that she never mentioned that to us as kids, and never talked about it, right? I had never heard anything about it until I couldn't get pregnant and had to go to the infertility doctor. And I had to ask my mom, do you have, or you've ever had endometriosis? Well, yeah. Never talked about it. But it's something that's out there that a lot of us experience. And whether it's endometriosis, or if it's cysts, or, you know, whatever it is, there's a lot of us girls out there that just, it's not in the cards for us to very easily get pregnant and have babies. And I think that I want you girls to know that you're loved, you're supported, you are just as much woman as anyone else. Don't ever let anybody make you feel less. And if you want a kiddo, go figure out a way to get a kiddo. And if you don't, go figure out a way to have a kick-ass life and people to pour into and share your wisdom and knowledge and legacy with them. So, there's your girl cheer up talk. I love you, ladies. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time.